Hi. I don't know what to say. Hi, I'm Ace. This is the beginner's guide. I this was created by the same person who created Stanley Parable, which is a fun game. I never played it, but I've watched videos. I know what the Stanley Parable is about, and this is the beginner's guide made by the same person. I looped, didn't I? Anyway, I heard a lot of good things about this game. Like reading the description, it's about some guy doing or trying to figure out something he doesn't know or something like that. And then I heard the ending's good. I also heard that this is like the game to play whenever you want to get into something to anything really if you want to get into. And speaking of getting into something, I'm done talking. I should probably start the game. So this is the beginner's guide. Boop. Oh my eyes! Sorry, I'm in a dark room. Okay, don't worry, my audio's on. This is so bright. Mm-hmm. Basic controls.
Hi there. Thank you very much for playing the Beginner's Guide. My name is Davey Reedon. I wrote the Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made.
Oh.
It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveyWreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
Is it done talking? Okay. I did, I didn't want to be rude because he was talking, but that's why I stayed quiet the entire time. Is there a crouch? No? Oh, there is a crouch. Okay. Ooh, gun.
Whisper machine active. Shift to structure imminent.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
Oh, do I get to shoot things? I want to shoot something.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin shooting.
Open doors.
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
Oh. Good. Is there a way here? No. Oh, okay. Oh, maze?
Apparently this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh. I wanted to do it. Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't want to waste time.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the whisper machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Sorry, I had to move my mic. What's this? What's this?
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the whisper machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam.
Oh.
It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
This kind of looks like the thing from, what was it? In Space with Markiplier? You know, like the power thing? It kind of looks like that. I might be remembering it wrong, but it kind of reminds me of that. Anyway, time to jump in.
This is not a
It's Spooky
branching
Laser.
point, unfortunately. The only option is to step into the beam.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm going into the laser. Oh.
Let me
You just
pause here
fell
for
over.
a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Oh. Back here. Oh, that looks like a face. Anyway. Into the laser again. Whee! Oh. 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 What a game.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
Okay. The back rooms!
Yep, in this game you can only walk backwards.
What? It is the back rooms! It's the back rooms. Get it? Because you can only walk backwards. The past was behind her. Behind her? I hardly know her. Hey, okay. I'm done. Oh, this is weird. I can only walk backwards. Can I do anything? No? Oh.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative. It is less advanced than the previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
Backwards. It becomes clear. Wait, okay, wait. When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Ooh. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength?
It's a short little
I'm
thought.
sorry.
It says what it wants to say and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Alright. Okay, before I go, I need to drink water. Remember to hydrate. It's very important. Especially in this weather. It's really hot in the making this video. I think it was like 100 degrees today. Melting. You gotta hydrate. Drink your water. Drinking water is very important. Yummers. Got that ice cold water. This is. Do I have to walk backwards again? No? Oh. 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 I'm blind. Okay. You are now entering. What am I entering? Oh.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting. Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
What? Oh.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, am I going slower?
Once you've been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens. So why, if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay. Oh, I need to cough again. Not a good time for me. Anyway, door! Oh? Okay, I was gonna try to read something. What is going on? I'm overwhelmed now. You are
a room that's
okay,
warm
fine.
and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Oh. Oh!
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Oh. Ready, set, fish. Okay. So, what is this game? I am in a room. Is that a... Oh. I got a friend playing a game. Anyway. I'm in a room. And the door opens. They're very liminal, his games. Anything? Nope.
Well, this is new for
lever.
Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
Hello. Oh. I did it. What is this? Okay. Do I have to... Okay, I think I have to pull the lever. Ah! I did
Don't
it.
forget that solution, because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
I gotta think of the metaphor here. So, you have to close one door before you can open another. There we go. I cooked. Okay. Oh.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Enter. What? Whoa.
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing. I actually find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game, since they essentially convey the opposite idea. So, in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
Oh, we're back here. So, I just walked. Nope, I was looking the wrong way. This way. You are now exiting.
Aha! So, this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the Stairs game and the puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in. There's some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
The Great and Lovely Descent. That's... Oh, that's bright. Okay. House? No, is not house.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well.
Oh, I want to get up there.
The tools available to the creator shape
Alright.
what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games, to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
Parkour. This place is so cool. Boing. Oh no! Oh no! Oh. Oh man. What's this? Oh, it's just a light. Eh. What? Okay, what is this? What is this place? What? Oh. Hello? Oh. Oh. This way? No. Oh, this way. Oh,
This
is that it?
prison,
Oh.
funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that. This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Dang. What a guy. So I just go down here? Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm kind of outside.
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
Yeah.
There's still no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
Okay. I feel like I should be talking, but like I'm just admiring the scenery. I don't... What's this? This looks like a courtroom. Oh. Oh, you there? Did you come
Here,
up
Coda
from
begins
above?
using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Alright. I didn't know you were gonna talk, so let me just start from the top here. You there! Did you come from up above? What was up there? What are my options? Yes, there was a world stamped in whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. Yes, there were these floating colored blocks. I'm gonna talk about the prison. I feel like the prison is a very notable thing because you have to stay there for an hour. That's the world above! You've been there? Now, this is important. Did you have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes I did. That was literally the last thing I did before coming here. No, I don't remember having to go through any puzzle. I'd prefer not to tell you. After all, it only met. Huh. I'll do 1. I'm nice. Again, perfect. Now please, tell us how you solved... Wait, again, perfect. Now please tell us how you solved it. Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. First option. I don't remember how I solved it. I'm just trying to remember, but I can't. 2. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in. 3. Trust me, you don't want to go over there. Huh. Wait, I don't have an option to actually tell them. Okay, I'll just do 1. You must think harder. Please, try hard to remember. It is important that we get out of here. We must escape this prison. Can you think harder? There must be something more. Please tell us how to reach the end. Huh? Oh. Ooh, another room. More talking. Hello. Hello. How did you get here? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? Or no? I've been right here this entire time. I'll do 1. I'm a nice person. Or at least I try to be. No, we actually... Wait, no. We actually find the black space between the doors to be far more interesting. Have you seen it yet? Option 1. Why would I care about the space between the doors? 2. Actually, now that you mention it, I remember feeling strange as I passed it. 3. I don't recall a space between the doors. I'll do 2, because it was kind of weird, the space between the doors. Don't think too hard about it. You'll see it again soon. Okay, the door opened. The door did open.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Gotta love the spiral stairs. Oh? His house? It's a courtyard.
It's a lamppost. Okay, I can't tell you quite why, but for some reason, Coda fixates on this lamppost. It's going to appear at the end of every single one of his games from here on out. I'll tell you what I think. I think that up to this point, he's been making really strange and abstract games with no clear purpose, and maybe you can only float around in that headspace for so long. Because now he wants something to hold on to. He wants a reference point. He wants the work to be leading to something. He wants a destination, which is what this lamppost is. It's a destination. We're going to see it in the work as well. His games are just going to become a lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed, with more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
Wait, don't leave yet. This is a JoJo reference. Please, no. You don't understand. This is a JoJo reference. This game's connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are oh, okay. I can't read. Can I leave a note? Nice room. Not. Can I leave a note? I want to leave a note. Aw, man.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this,
How do you
but
beat
this
this
game
game?
is not connected to the internet.
Oh.
All of the
No
notes that
point
you're
to
going to see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic.
Can you guys
But
hear
he
me?
was very gracious about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
There's not spray in my...
Hello. Okay. Reasonable.
Feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is going to happen if you read all of them. Either way,
I want to read all of
to
them.
me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with
Read this.
thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard
Ew.
voices in a
Sorry.
game that wasn't meant to be played.
I want to tell you a secret.
But it's ironic,
Once
isn't it,
upon a time,
that
I
in
did.
playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me.
Balls.
That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Okay. I want to read all of them, but like there's too many. I'm gonna read all of them. Ooh, this one's floating. This one seems important. In a world full of notes, one man will read them, will read all of them. This summer, you will believe blue speech bubbles who can talk. You're right. I am the one man that will read all of them. And it is summertime when I'm recording this. I know my mission. Do you feel like a hero yet? This game is so nice. I would like it when I could. Why? There are too many messages in this area. We're running out of space. Soon we will suffocate. I'd rather be doing literally anything other than playing this. Oh, you're so mean. Hey, I can type here. The guy over there wrote much wrong. Alright, right? Look at you judging. Let's go over here. I go over here. I finish this. I can't sprint though. I'm sad. I could crouch. That's not important though. Nero. Ah. Boring. No, this is entertaining. I can assure you, guaranteed, that there is an acorn somewhere here, in this place, and the sailors are looking for it. An acorn! I gotta find this acorn. Very important, very, very important. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. I refuse to believe. Ah, very mature. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. You didn't need to type that. That's not, like, a thing worth typing. Recognize me, please. I would recognize you. Unfortunately, you, don't have a name. You're just a speech bubble. Anyway, more notes. There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Oh. Is door? I'm a free t-shirt. And no link. Need other side. Door, why you so... Makes game, includes door, cannot open door. Thanks. Open sesame. These are some, like, Elden Ring or, like, Dark Souls kind of messages. Door, how open? Yeah. Some Dark Souls messages? Someday I will meet the person who made this. That's weird because that's the person who made it. I help people because of the internal good feeling I get. What? New room! Okay, I might not, like, read all of this. It's so time consuming. Look how many messages there are! Okay, I'm gonna skim over them. Don't want to feel judged. That's so real. What was this? This is where I get off? Oh, leaving, no! I failed to write anything here. What? Stop, turn back! Proceeding further will only result in misery! You know what, I'm gonna proceed. Oh, this one's floating. Does that matter if you ever get over there? No. Gotta go, 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 go. What's this? Don't listen to the other notes. Okay, now I'm curious what the other notes said. Is this a note? Oh. Need someone to talk to. Next time. Okay, no. What is the point of that note? I'm not safe. Oh, I'm sorry. This game was made like years ago. I think almost 10 years ago. What's this one? This one. Whoever made this has issues. Oh, that's the creator saying that. Who are all of you? We walled that. Oh, very spoilers. It doesn't mean anything. Stop pretending you are other people. Okay. Whoa. Oh. This really hits. He's becoming self-conscious. Well, I'm here now. Yeah, we're all here now. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game! Did he? I'm gonna skip.
At the end of this level,
Oh,
we're going
never
to see
mind.
the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Bro, you gotta get good. I figured it out.
Because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Typewriters? What's this? How do you leave notes? That's funny. Whoa. Lamp. Are you there? Please say something. It could be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficulty talking? Speak! 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 Okay, I'm done.
Okay, this one is tough.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Alright. What do you... Just, okay. The back rooms! The back rooms!
See, this is it. The whole game.
Okay,
And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
Oh.
Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Sorry, I'm drinking water. What? The furniture ought to go in the center of the room. What? There's no furniture. Okay. Put a giant hole in the ground. That's not it. Okay, now what about along the wall of the room? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I'd really like a washing machine. That's not how you spell machine. 10 stoves lined up along the... Oh, I think 10 stoves. I need 10 stoves. That's not 10... Those aren't 10 stoves. What's up with this? I think we should light up this room a bit. A skylight. Full ceiling window. Let's open this baby up. I'm thinking 10 by 2 recessed electric 6-inch soft LED ceiling lights with fluorescent trim. We put live Tesla coils in. I'm choosing all the funny answers. That's not fun. And a table. You need a table. Who are you? Where exactly are you doing this from? I'm pretty sure none of my choices are making any difference. Tables were invented in 1935. Okay, yeah, tables were invented in 1935. Very important. That's okay. Oh, whoa! This is exactly what I wanted.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It's exactly what I wanted.
So, okay, he throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Oh, that's bright. Hello, please walk forward. First, click on this table. Look, it's those 3 dots again. What do these mean? What does it mean? Is it a signature? Oh, good. Go over to the photo frame and click it to turn it slightly. This one. Oh. Oh. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off. Then turn it back on. Now, go to the left side sofa. Move it over a little. This one. Finally, touch the shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return... What? That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken out of your prison. Oh, no, to be taken back to your prison. What if I touch other things? Can I touch other things? No, okay. Return! Yeah!
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Ah.
Here's a version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work.
The door!
And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself.
Hit reference.
Without it, you just spiral.
Can I jump down?
And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Tunnel? I'm in tunnel? Ooh, no, I'm in town. Dark, spooky town. Ooh. Oh, wait. Lamp. Does that mean this is the end? A row? Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you, from after you escaped the prison. Oh. You're me? So you were trapped in this prison too?
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm glad to know that I get out eventually. I can't speak. Sorry, the punctuation's kind of weird. That's where I am. Okay, let's start from the top. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I got out eventually. What's it like to escape? Strange, but in a way, I kind of miss being in the prison. 3. It feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out of hand. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out, and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. It actually does change. I don't feel like the same person. I don't know. I'll do one. Oh no, that's awful. That's the worst thing I can imagine. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing. I promise. 2. Well, you get something else in exchange. 3. The problem is that you don't actually know who you are right now. I'll do 1. Don't worry, it's actually not a bad thing. I promise. Wait, if you're me, then did you get a call from another version of you when you were trapped? No, I think I'm the first person to call back. 2. Yes, I did get a call. That's how I escaped. No, this is 1. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I could come find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, all you need to... to get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. To get out, just talk with me for a bit. I don't know. How did I escape? I just got out. This one. What? Double free me? How does that work? I hit my mic. I'm sorry. Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Just be sincere. It makes sense. I'll do 1. Sincere about what? That's exactly what you need to figure out in order to be safe. Alright. Your only option.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Huh.
Whoa, I'm actually gonna be talking to another person? So cool!
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Let's go in house first. Oh. Oh no. Oh no, it's one of those guys. Alright. Oh, someone spilled... I don't know what that is. Coffee? In a glass, though? Look clean. Well, my goodness, I'm glad as all heck that you showed up. Though I might be having to clean this entire house all by myself. And might be miserable. And wait,
You'll
and
notice
right
that the quality of the
miserable.
art is a
Look at
step
that.
up from previous games,
I can't
including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
2 months. Anyway, and right miserable that would have been. I'm sorry. What? Okay, I might not be reading this right. Anyway, let's continue. We have a game to play. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. 1. Don't worry about me. A place this nice. I'm slow. I can't read. This is why I don't like reading. Don't worry about me. A place this nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. 2. And lousy homes make home loners. What? I'll do 1. Well, now you just might be getting a little ahead of yourself there, no? Why don't we start cleaning, then you decide whether you can do it all night. I'll finish up here. In the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run to the bathroom and make the bed? Is this bathroom? Is bathroom? No. Oh, I read bathroom instead of bedroom. Whoops. This bedroom. Make bed. While you're in there, why don't you straighten out the rug a bit? All the little details matter. 1. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How'd you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've seen this house this messy. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I need it. While I'm working, I feel a kind of calm that rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way, it seems. Which I guess is all that matters. Oh, that and a tidy couch. Would you straighten up the pillows on the sofa out there? Okay. This is a really nice cleaner. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over by the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. Alright. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. No. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? I'm sorry. Please tell me. Last I checked, the tub needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Okay. Scrub the tub. Are there still books scattered on the floor in the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Books. Wow. Perfect. Now then, how about you come
After the intense
and
set of
clean
prison
these
games,
dishes?
this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
Are all... I'm so sorry. I should have waited till I was good. Anyway. 1. House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? 2. Are all houses as easy to clean? 3. Do these chores ever end? Do 1. Darling, let me tell you something. Your house is only as difficult to clean as you are. If you're finding the work hard, maybe you have a bit of housekeeping to do before you come to work. Ha! And here I go with another
really
lecture.
liked this game.
Of course
All
I
his
will.
work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time, just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
I mean, this is nice. This is nice. Like, genuinely nice. Don't remember all that nonsense. For now, just smooth out the rug in the bedroom. What? I just did it, though. I did it. Looks like the tub has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up a bit? Okay, I guess it's just constant cleaning then. Earlier when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was gonna say that it occurs to me that one's house is like one's soul. You take care of it, and it takes care of you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Yeah, you're right, it's pretty cheesy. I'll do 3. But there's a bit of truth in it, no? Anyway, so, housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books. Could you please clean up the books? Thanks. Oh, I could clean to the wall. No, I can't. Okay, no, it's just a proximity thing. There we go. Thanks. Oh goodness, those pillows over there couch are real
I'm
nice.
glad he made this. I'm glad he found some
Yeah,
peace.
this couch. Dishes? Question.
But,
Do
of
you
course,
enjoy this?
it can't last.
No!
The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave.
No!
The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
No! It was calming. I like that person. That was like a real deep talk. Alright. Door! Oh, the lamp. The lamp.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009.
This one gets a bit goofy.
What's this? Oh. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends, the people in your life, to look at you and think, wow, this person's a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know is so well developed as a person they make you feel disgusted with yourself? Compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful. I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how do we do it?
About halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
This is easy. It's so easy. Being perfect. It's so effortless. Ooh, black hole? Am I the teacher? Oh, I'm the teacher.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? On the way to work. What if I do 3? Could I select 3? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, yeah. Well, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. I'll just continue with the script. Thank goodness you perceive me as wise and intelligent. Are these his inner thoughts? I think these are his inner thoughts. Drinking is not hurting my life. Whoa. Okay, 3. If you are torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Huh. Do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Ugh. Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? 3. Ew, I'm developing a sense. Gross. Rose inner thoughts. That's depressing. Haha, just kidding. Anyone want me to do some ecstasy after this? There's no truth. There's no path. Can I go up there, actually? I can. Nah, look at the back of the class. Look out! It's coming for you! It's going to destroy you!
I felt pretty hard for this one.
Perfection.
I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
Oh.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
Stage. Oh! Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you'll be playing as me. We are at a gathering of professions. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Oh, you're right there. Whoops. I didn't even notice. Here are all of my hopes and dreams. No, that's not what I said to tell her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. It was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Maybe it's all you need maybe that's all you need, a better feel of the setting. There was a lot of people around us. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones that bounce you when you touch them will represent the people nearby. Now talk to her again. I'm sorry I can't read. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to read quickly, but like, my mouth moves faster than my brain. For some reason. Is how it works. Okay, let's see. You must have worked really hard to get what you... what are some sacrifices you've had to make? Boing, boing. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets too personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important this was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Everything was riding on this. Boing. I want to try something. Try stepping to the back of the stage. Oh, lamp! Sorry. Lamp. Huh? Oh, prison again. Do I just keep going? Alright. Bro, more?
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Trip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click to play the game. What? I don't want to close my eyes. What's going on? Something enormous just appeared in the front door. I can't die like this. I can't die like this. Help, I'm blind. Oh, the door! Someone... Please tell me how to solve this. Oh, is that it? What's going on?
You should probably open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
There's a solution? Okay. Is it what's going on? I can't die like this, I can't die like this. Something enormous appeared out of there. Don't be like this forever. Bro, what? How do I... There's a solution to this? Okay, help, I'm blind. Someone please talk to me. Just speak something that is honest. I can't keep making these. Oh! I did it. That's depressing. That is a depressing answer. Ooh.
Like I said, I was getting concerned. First off, he's never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So, where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way. His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
Oh, it's so bright. Hello? Where am I? Let's do hello. Basic answer. Oh! A tree! Hello? Is anyone there? Parkour! Is that a person? How lovely! It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. Let's do 3. Oh no. What's happened? Did something change? There's this machine that kept me going and I stopped. I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me. I'll do 1. I'll answer how I'm feeling. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. I'll do 3. But like, okay, I'm gonna do a little explaining here. The reason I'm playing this game is because I stopped. I stopped making things, and I kind of want to get back into it. But I I need inspiration. And this part of the game really hits home for me because it stopped, and I kind of want to get back into it. So I'll do 3 because I need to see it to know why it stopped. I can take you to it.
If the
but
last
there's a
game
problem. It's
featured
guarded by
Coda
a
talking
difficult
explicitly
trouble.
about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now,
Help
put
yourself.
yourself in my shoes, please.
Deal?
Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore.
Come on, I'll show it to
Why?
you.
What is it for? Because, from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Oh, whoops. Okay, you have to open the door. There we go. Okay, now what? Then you gotta close the door. Alright, what's next? Oh, whoa, what's going on with the text? Press the switch here. Yes!
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say that game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. That's not how that works. What? Is she crying? Yeah, but it wasn't true. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. When I make games, I feel completely energized. I'm constantly excited to... No. It's not true. It's not true. You get tired eventually. Me too. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create.
Please,
For him to
where's the
suddenly
machine?
become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
It always pays off, actually.
I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop
What else?
more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Ooh, prison. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free. What?
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
The machine. Sorry, I wasn't near my mic. What is that? Oh, I fell off my chair. How is that even possible? Anyway, who's this guy? Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you've arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should also know about this machine. It calls itself Coda. Whoa! Ooh, this is thumbnail worthy. What? Poisonous game.
And of course, it's the machine.
Stop. Your work was keeping us alive. Those people out there, can you imagine what they It was only because of your reputation that any of us can make it through every day. Let's do 3. How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. You have to admit to the people that you're allowed to let them suffer. I'll do 3. I've been so recovered. Apologize for leaving. Dang, this guy. No, nothing? Alright then. I will apologize to the people on your behalf. Do I say something? My friends. I have a troubling revelation. The machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. But this is not important. We are stronger than it. Yes, 2. We will find a way to live without it. We do not need its games. Let's do 2. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it that we are not failures. Let's do 2. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. Don't do that. I don't want the machine to be destroyed. Oh. Oh. Oh, the stage. Whoa. Gun? Where go? Where go? Where's this machine?
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Yeah, no, I know. Oh! Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. Coda, I'll make sure you are known forever. Where are you? Is that what you're scared of? Exposed to the view of others?
So now the work is becoming
Every day,
self-destructive. And I'll tell
Seen
you,
in
at the
video.
time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh, it's everything. Well, he's destroying everything.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes,
fell.
the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games.
Oh,
I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games. You know, the point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
The machine. Put down your weapon. Oh. Oh. Oh, the lamp is there too. Oh, I shoot it. I can't look
Can
around.
you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something... I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy.
Oh.
So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
June 2011. The Tower. Let's see what this tower has to offer.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game. This room actually has a maze in it.
Does it? Oh!
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played, it actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Yes, please. I don't want to deal with this.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Oh.
I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea
Gambling.
behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code.
Oh.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
What? Okay. 1 5 1 6. Oh no. 1 and 7. Where go? Oh. Okay. Where now? Where go? Where go? Where
The
go?
switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's
Oh.
literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges, and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011, I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though, that was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Ah, the 3 dots.
And he wouldn't. I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up?
Ooh. Dear Davy, thank you for your
I'm
interest
the
in my
reason that you
games.
stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I
Oh.
did. I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable. And
Oh.
the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, I felt good about myself. Finally.
Oh.
For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Giving them something that is not yours to give. Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe. Would you stop changing my game? Stop adding lamp... It was you! You're adding the lampposts.
And then you stopped, and I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What does that mean?
Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. The fact that you think I am frustrated or broken says more about you than about me. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine, you're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks, and that you make peace with this thing you're wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
Don't say anything. The door.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work, is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work,
It is
but
getting smaller.
I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Huh. Hello? Epilogue. Oh, am I looking up? I am looking up. Is this a... What is this? Library, right? Hello? No? Train!
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
See, now I genuinely feel bad. I don't know how to feel.
Solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you.
Nah. Okay, let's go into the void. Oh. I don't know what to say.
If I
know.
knew that my life
Okay.
depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
What's this? What's this? Oh. Can
What
I...
now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
In the desert. Desert. What's this? What's this? I'm just saying things. I don't know what to say. Like, this is sad. Sad game. Hole? Hole. Jump in hole. Oh. Boing. What now? What now? Oh, we're back here. Okay, now that the narrator's gone, how do I feel about this game? How do I feel about this? I don't know, this game's sad, very eye-opening. Whole reason I played this game, it was the thing! Okay, the whole reason I played this game in the first place was to get back into making things. Because I haven't been making things. I stopped. And I don't know why. I want to get back into it. But I can't. And like I said, I don't know why. So I thought playing a game that I heard was meant to be inspirational or eye-opening would get me to do it. And now we're back here. What did this symbolize again? I don't know. Let's just jump in. Ooh, is it the bug again? It is! Okay. Oh, into nothing. Maze. Oh, that's a big maze. Whoa. Are there credits? Are the credits supposed to be playing? Or like, is this it? Is this the game?
Turn back,
Oh, okay.
turn back from this cave.
Am I allowed to play this song?
You said, let me prove that I'm brave. Let me keep going. But the
When these
cave
credits,
goes
can I?
for miles and miles and miles.
I don't know if I'm allowed to play this. Let me just like. Sorry. Okay. I just had to lower the down just a tiny bit.
But I know that you're strong. So turn back. Turn back.
Oh, it's done. Okay. I mean, obviously it was done, but like, ooh, the game, the beginner's guide. Oh, the lamp. I think I get it now. Was this there in the beginning? I don't know. Look at this. I I don't know. I said my piece. I said what I wanted to say when I was walking through that hallway, and then I started levitating. So yeah, that's it. The beginner's guide. Very, very eye-opening. Do I feel inspired? I honestly have no idea. Here's the thing with me. For some reason, I cannot remember things when prompted to. I want to feel inspired, honestly, but I can't remember anything when prompted. So I do and I don't. And funnily enough, I'm playing this game before I start another big project of mine. And I don't know I don't know what to say or do. Do I feel inspired? I guess. I wouldn't say inspired. I guess I could say my eyes are open? My eyes are opened. To what exactly? I have no idea. So that means I'm lying. I lied. I apologize. So, I think that's it. That's it. So yeah, that's the beginner's guide. Fun story. I guess depressing story at that. Uh, so thanks for watching, and I'll be back. Hopefully, I want to get back into making things, and let's just hope I actually do. All right. Thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hello? Okay, wait. before before you actually click off, I actually did a little research because I'm a little baby, little guy. So, I did just like some googling. Coda isn't real. Is a fictional guy. He's just meant to tell the story. So here's what I'm thinking. I don't know if this is true. Okay, I did like minimal research. The only thing I googled is Coda real, and like, yeah, from the beginner's guide. So here's what I'm thinking. All the games were made by Davey, the guy. So he was the one that was depressed. He was the one doing everything. And this was his journey of making games. That's I think that's a wonderful way to put this. I I don't know. I guess now I guess it is eye-opening because he indirectly told us his story of how he got into making games. I don't know if this is true. Is true actually. But this sounds cool. I think this was a story of himself and all the games he made, the progress he's gone through, and I love it. Okay, now I'm inspired. Now I want to make things again. So that's cool. That I'll leave it at that. Okay, thanks for watching and goodbye.